Welcome to everybody here. I know it's a little noisy. For a groundbreaking, we certainly have a lot of work done. But as it was back in April or March when we originally started construction, obviously with the pandemic, we couldn't have a big groundbreaking. But we want to welcome you to the future Marriott TownePlace Suites. It's rapidly being completed, and hopefully in, let's call it early or maybe middle of spring, we'll be open as a TownePlace Suites. And for those of you who do not know TownePlace Suites as a hospitality brand, Marriott TownePlace Suites is part of the Marriott family of brands. Marriott, of course, is the worldwide global leader, probably one of the two global leaders, I should say, in the hospitality space. And all the rooms are of an extended stay variety. So they're all suites, and they're a little bit larger than your average typical hotel room. They feature large, full refrigerators and hot top boxes you can cook in, so you really have a full kitchen experience. So if, say, somebody here is building a new house and you had to sell your old house and you sold it and you need a place to stay for a couple months, it's a great place for you and your family, or you and your spouse, to live for a couple months, have kitchen facilities and everything in it. But anyway, we're glad to be here in West Bend. We broke ground on our first hotel together back in 2007 or 8, and we built the Hampton Inn here in town, which we're all still part of, still own together as an investment group. Been one of our best hotels in our entire portfolio across the Kinsa hospitality family of hotels that we manage and run. So we're excited to be breaking ground or almost ready to open the TownePlace Suites and be part of and be a continued part of the West Bend communities.
Good morning, everyone. And as Bruce touched on, I think many of the people in the crowd today were with us back in 07 and 08 at our first hotel when we brought the Hilton brand to West Bend. Bringing Marriott is really exciting to have the two top brands in the world here in our hometown. This is the 11th. That is the 11th hotel, and we're actually heading up to Oshkosh after this. We're just breaking ground on hotel number 12 together up there. So we're at a dozen. And I mentioned a little, Craig, outside, how it's really exciting to see West Bend really bucking the national trend of small town downtowns. The transition that's taken place from private investments such as ours to nonprofit, such as the newly reopened theater and certainly Museum of Wisconsin Art, coupled with some great government investment in updating the Riverwalk on the east side a couple of years ago, and I see ground is breaking or has been broken for the west side. It is really neat to see the West Bend spirit, entrepreneurism, the dedication that families and organizations have to this community, the educated risk-taking that takes place results in the transition that's taken place here in the last decade, and with more good things to come. So thanks for coming on out, and we'll see you at the ribbon cutting in April.